Cody, Caleb, Alex, and I'm Justin.
So this was Alex's original design, and basically it was just a really downsized catapult with no motors or anything, and it shot it about 6 inches, and we just decided not to go with that. And this is a rubber band gun that we also made, and again, it didn't really shoot ball at all, so we kind of scrapped that. But that kind of got us thinking about using rubber bands for our creation.
So it's kind of the brainstorm idea of what we had for an idea originally. Originally we wanted to do like a bucket, so we had a counterweight that threw it. Our problem with that idea was we couldn't figure out how to attach the ball. A rubber band crossbow, that was kind of scrapped kind of shortly. And then we kind of created a prototype of this with the that launched little Lego piece. That right there.
Yeah, that's what Cody originally made to show us what, because he kind of had the whole idea of the trebuchet, and he wanted to show us what he meant for it to look like. So he made that, which shot little pieces really far. So we decided to make the bigger version of probably working better.
Okay, so mounting, launching, and loading issues we had were the structural integrity of our robot was bad. Like every time we shot it, pieces would fly everywhere and it just wouldn't hold together. And then we couldn't get a ball loader to actually load it and hold it on there without just throwing the ball somewhere else. And then, yeah, our hopper was just completely not efficient. It was a whole other robot in itself and didn't look good at all.
Yeah, we don't have a picture of the first hopper, but it was horrible. Or not horrible. Sorry. The first we made it first, it was just really big. Like it was very big. So we took off almost every piece, and that's what we ended up with compared to what it started as. So the reloader was a pretty big issue. We wanted to mount it on a rail, and then we wanted the motor operated release. We just wanted the. Originally we had it so that it just held on the bottom, and the 3 balls sat on it, and then it would go down slowly so the ball would roll off, and then come up really fast so that it would hit the next ball. But what happened is it would hit the next ball, and the next ball would hit the other ball off the reloader. So we ended up doing what you saw before, where it had the tongue behind it, so that that one just slowly pulled it down so it couldn't come any farther, and then it went in. We needed more beams. With our original robot, we had a really big structure for the rail in between, and so when we condensed it, we made it a lot smaller. But originally we didn't have enough beams, so we didn't have enough pieces to make what we needed to do. So we decided to take apart the bottom half of our launcher.
Okay, so the main issue with our robot after we cut everything down and the launching was working okay was the firing pin. And basically what we had was we had a really small piece that was going down into a hole and holding all this tension, and it would just not work at all. And it would just fire even when the pin was in. It just did not work. So we decided to replace that pin with a bigger piece, so we tried a beam, and it held a lot better, and that's what we have now.
So our remodel. So pretty much we had our design, but like we said, it had too many pieces, and we needed to scale it down. So we created a new slingshot wheel that held the wheel slightly, the piece that drove it, that went forward, that hit the ball. We redesigned that. The new design was smaller and more efficient. The firing pin was still a problem because it wasn't wide enough, so it wouldn't always go down all the way, so it would lock the wheel back. And then the motors weren't quite strong enough to pull the rubber bands all the way back.
Yeah, we kept having a problem when the pin would go down. The actual motor we didn't have. We had the power at 100, and it still wouldn't. It would go down into where it was supposed to lock so that the string could unwind, and it would start bending, and then sometimes it would just pull up and the motor would shoot, or it wouldn't even go all the way in the first place. So right when the motor started unwinding, it would just start moving forward.
And then our new model, which this is our final project. There it is, the ball loader from the top. You can see the thing that comes back, the hammer. It'll go back. The firing pin is right here, and then that releases and shoots that, and hits the ball that's sitting right there.
And then that sensor does absolutely nothing. The little light sensor. I don't even think it's on there.
Yeah, we ended up taking spare pieces off.
So final minor details is spool space. We actually had the rim of a tire as the spool to turn it back, which actually caused us to lose the actual tire. We don't know where it went. But we changed it for a little gear, and there wasn't enough space, so it started rewinding itself when it would go back. And then the rubber band stability, every once in a while one would come off, and that was never good. So we'd lose all the tension. And that's about it.
Okay, any question? Yep, thank you.